Hello, Facebook. Brent here. And I am going to do this for the first time. I'm going to interview a Hillary supporter and kind of give you an example of what it's like talking to a Hillary supporter and asking them some questions. Um, I have a feeling we will find out that their answers would be very interesting. Okay, so we're going to start off with a simple question. How are you today, sir? First question. Did Donald Trump steal your money? I'm talking, your money that you pay in federal income tax every year. Did Donald Trump steal that money from your pockets? No. But do you believe that he had the balls to only pay the taxes that he was supposed to pay? He didn't pay extra. Like, who does that? I mean, he should pay more taxes than what he's supposed to pay. I mean, come on. Really? You do know that he was just following the tax codes, just like most people do with successful businesses or businesses that are going through rough times. Like at that time, he was going through a rough time. It's the tax codes that are written by the government that he took advantage of, the same as the New York Times, the same as Hillary Clinton, the same as other taxpayers. But now you do know that. So let's go on to the second question. Did Donald Trump raise your taxes? No. But do you know what he did do? Could you believe that he called Rosie O'Donnell a fat pig? I mean, that's just unacceptable. Unacceptable. Okay. I still don't know how him calling Rosie O'Donnell the fat pig has to do with the question that I just asked you, but we'll go flow with that. Um, do you know that the reason he called Rosie O'Donnell the fat pig was, now I'm going to get a little gross with you here, but I'm sure you're used to that as being a Hillary Clinton supporter, that she said that she was going to smear her period blood, or she would like to smear it all over his and his supporters' faces? Did you know that she said that? You're shaking your head no, so I'm assuming that you didn't know that. Okay, well, now you do. Bear with me again. I'm just going by my notes here. Did Donald Trump have anything to do with quadrupling the prices of food that you put in your refrigerator to feed your family? No. But do you believe that he said a curse word on TV? Uh, that's totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. Whatever you say, again, I don't know why you're bringing this up. It has nothing to do with the original question, but again, you are a Hillary supporter, so she does that a lot, so I see where you get it from. But anyway, off to the next question. Did Donald Trump have anything to do with throwing wood into the fire of the race war alongside President Obama? Did Donald Trump have anything to do with firing up the race war? Um, no, but he is a racist, though. He, he's a racist, bigot, bully. I know this because CNN told me this, and I listen to whatever CNN tells me. They would never lie to me, so he is a racist. Okay, whatever you say. But since you brought that up, let's talk about who the real racist is. Hillary Clinton. She has pictures out there kissing and shaking hands with a former KKK leader, one of her mentors. She has called African American children super predators. And she has called millions and millions of Americans deplorable, Islamophobes, homophobes, sexist, and tons of other insulting names. What would you have to say about any of those comments that Hillary has made? You are taking things out of context. She never said anything like that. She would never. Our Hillary is a great woman. She would never, ever, ever say anything like that about millions and millions of hardworking Americans. Whatever, whatever you say, man. Like you watch way too much CNN, dude. You are brainwashed, man. You need to shut the TV off and get yourself some better sources. Let's get to the next question. Did Donald Trump leave any U.S. soldiers in Benghazi to be slaughtered and desecrated by Muslims? No. What's Benghazi? Well, sir, I'm not going to sit here and explain to you what Benghazi is. It's in Libya. Um, you can Google it and do your homework on that. Um, we'll go to the next question. Did Donald Trump send U.S. send the U.S. Navy to fight for Syrian Al Qaeda? No, but we keep getting off subject here. Don't forget, he called Rosie O'Donnell fat. We cannot forget about that. That's very important that the U.S. citizens do not forget that he called Rosie O'Donnell fat. Awful person. Again, whatever you say, dude. Um, whatever you say, you really need to start doing your homework and start focusing on the important things that are going on here in America and not the few insults that he made and I've already apologized for. Let's focus on some real time problems. Your stupidity is making me want to smoke. Again, another question, sir. Did Trump arm ISIS and systematically exterminate Christians throughout the Middle East. Is Mr. Trump responsible for that, sir? I don't think Rosie O'Donnell is a Christian. Um, I I never heard her say that she was a Christian. Um, but again, we're getting off subject. He did call her a fat pig. Who talks to women like that? Again, do I have to remind you what I said before about the gross period blood that she said she wanted to rub all over his face and his supporters' faces, but he's supposed to just sit back and say nothing? Okay. Next question. Where did we leave off here? Did Trump provide financing and technology to Iran's nuclear weapons program? Did Trump give our military secrets away to China? Did Trump remove our nuclear missile shield in Poland at the behest of Russia? I know I threw a couple questions on there at one time. I hope you can handle it. Uh, what's this got to do with Russia? What does calling Rosie O'Donnell a fat pig and by accident in the campaign trail? Unfortunately, you know that he made fun of that reporter with the bum arm. That was awful what he said about him. And do you believe that he has the balls to apologize for it? That's just crazy. Just crazy. What an evil man. Oh, racist too. I didn't think you could handle more than one question at a time. So far, every single question I've asked you, the answer has been no. Right? Okay. Let me rifle off a couple more questions for you. Did Trump shrivel our military and betray our veterans? Uh, uh, no, no, but he did swear, don't forget, he did swear on live TV. What kind of person does that? All kinds of people do that, man. I could put on Family Guy and I hear them swear. I could put on The Simpsons and I hear them swear. It's not the president's job to discipline your children and teach them what's right and what's wrong. That's the parent's job. Don't let them watch TV then if you can't control your kids. Next question. Did Trump have anything to do with crippling our economy? As, for instance, increase our debt to $20 trillion, ruin your credit twice? Did Trump have anything to do with doubling the African American unemployment? 3 questions, so take your time. I see smoke pouring out your ears over there. Uh, um, uh, no. Um, but don't forget, when he filed his taxes, he only paid what he was supposed to. He didn't pay extra. That makes him a criminal. And don't forget, he is a racist because he wants to help the inner city. He wants to help. Um, that makes him a racist. Yes, I'm very familiar with him wanting to help. He's been talking about it for years. He's been talking about it before he became a presidential candidate. He's been talking since the early 2000s about fixing the inner cities and how to do it. He was talking about it way back with Jesse Jackson when Jesse Jackson thanked him for helping the African American communities and working with them to help rebuild and to help them and anything they needed to do. That's all real. Like you can go and look, and it's real live video. You might want to do your homework on that. Next question: did Trump increase welfare to a record level for 8 years? Did Trump have anything to do with that? No. But these families really need, really need the welfare program. They can't work. They can't work, so they really need us taxpayers to pay for them to have free things like food and housing and health care, like Obamacare. Obamacare, man, Obamacare is big. That's the best thing that's ever happened to the American people. Oh yeah, Obamacare has been just great. I mean, me personally, me personally, um, would have to say, sorry about that. Us Trump supporters, we work, so I had to take that call. But let's get back to Obamacare. Since Obamacare came about, hardworking Americans, um, benefits that they pay for have doubled. Doubled. Mine, for instance, I was paying for me and my wife, just me and my wife, not even my children, that was separate, $89 a month. Now, Obamacare is in effect. I pay $150 a week. I think I said the wrong number before. I'm sorry. I think I said $89 a month. I meant $89 a week. Now, I'm paying $150 a week. $600 a month for health insurance that covers less things. Deductibles are higher, premiums are higher, to give others free Obamacare. How is that fair for the hard working Americans that can barely make it by? How is that fair? Uh, um, that sounds fair. Uh, I go to Obamacare and I don't pay a dime for anything. I have a fridge full of food. I got it with my Epi card. Yeah, I paid $75 a month for my rent. All right, as I projected before, talking to you is like talking to a horse's ass. I don't know where I would get that from, but that's what it seems like. A few more questions. Um, I'm skipping a lot because this would be such a long video. And I personally, at my break time's almost over. I got to do that thing. It's called work. WORK. Um, Work for a living, support my family. My wife works, supports our family. We do that. You might want to look into that. Because when Mr. Trump becomes president, you're going to have to get a job and stop living off the government. You don't like that, do you? I could tell by the look on your face. Okay. Where did I leave off here? Did Trump steal your rights or violate U.S. constitutional law or commit treason hundreds of times? There you go again, getting off subject. Why can't we continue talking about how he called Rosie O'Donnell fat? What a woman hater. What a sexist, man. I can't believe he would say something like that. Just can't believe it. Whatever. Here we go back to the woman hater thing again. That's all they talk about. Fat, pig, ugly, whatever else he said 20 years ago or whenever the case may be. But let me inform you that every question that I have just asked you, there's more. But the questions that I just asked you, the person that you're voting for, Hillary Clinton, has done them all. Done them all. That all can be traced, that all can be tracked, that all can be fact checked. Fact checked. But if you want to support somebody that wants to support open borders, why ISIS is taking advantage of our weak immigration system and sending their fighters over here by the thousands so they can gather and attack and kill. They don't care about color. They don't care if you're black, white, green. They just want to kill. So let me finish up with these remarks right here. Trump has not done any of these things, but yet is being ripped apart in the news. He's being mocked. They take clips and they add them to different clips and they make fake things. One bad thing he said 20 years ago and one bad thing he might have said last week, and they roll it all into one, and they want to make you people like you think that this is the kind of man he is. It's nonstop. But Barack Hussein Obama, Hillary Clinton, and the criminals occupying our government. The media is a Democratic Party that are only for the people like you that are going to believe their nonsense that they fill in your head. So in November, that you go vote for the same old results. Because you don't want to work. Because you want to continue to get your free ride off of us hard American working citizens. So let's be honest. That's why you're voting for Hillary, right? You don't want to end that free ride? Stop listening to the media. Can you do that much for me? I will never stop watching CNN. They are a faithful news network that only tells the truth. They would never lie to the American people. Never, never, never. I am done with this interview. Okay, goodbye. He just marched out, all mad and everything, threw a fit, had a little tantrum, kicked some things on the way out, because he's afraid that he's going to have to get a job. He's afraid that he's going to have to get a job if Hillary Clinton becomes president. Or should I say, that's what he thinks. But honestly, when Donald Trump becomes president, he's going to have to get a job. I might have rephrased that wrong there at the end, but you see my video? It's the first time I've ever done anything like this. I just came up with something different that I wanted to try. So, let me know what you think. I know it's a little lengthy. I could work on it next time a little bit better. Brent, signing off. Deplorable Brent. Trump 2016. Get out there and vote. Don't be stupid. Bye.